Lesson 79 is about simplifying more difficult notations. And the first problem here says to simplify. Now what we're going to do with all this information is we're going to simplify, and we're going to do this problem by adding everything. So the first thing we need to do is work from left to right because we only have addition and subtraction. And we're going to say negative, positive 4. That means the opposite of positive 4, that must be a negative 4. We've got a double negative. We've got two negatives in a row. So two negatives in a row, that's an even number of negatives. That's the opposite of a negative. That's a positive. So we're going to get negative 4 plus positive 5. Then we've got plus 5. Put it in parentheses. We've got a double negative 3. Double negative, that must mean a positive. So we're going to get plus 3. And then we've got plus negative 6. Well, now we're adding everything. That's what we really want to do. And we can go ahead and solve. Negative 4 plus 5, well, that's 1. 1 plus 5, that's 6. 6 plus 3, that's 9. And 9 plus negative 6, 9 plus negative 6, that must be equal to positive 3. We've got our answer. The key to these problems with more difficult notations is to take them one step at a time from left to right and make sure you're always adding the numbers as you go, regardless of whether they're positive numbers or negative numbers. Let's look at our next example. Let's simplify. Now, we have only addition and subtraction, so we're going to work from left to right. We've got a double negative 3, the opposite of a negative. That's a positive, so we get positive 3. Then you can see we've got minus, and then we've got a double negative 2. So within our bracket, well, the double negative, that's really just a positive 2, because the opposite of a negative is a positive. Then we've got plus. In our next bracket, we've got double negative 3. Well, that's just positive 3. And now we can go ahead and solve. The one thing we're looking at here is, though, we have subtraction and addition, but we only want to add. So what we're going to do is we're going to say plus 3, and instead of saying minus positive 2, we're going to say plus negative 2, because adding a negative number is the same thing as subtracting. So then we're going to get plus a 3, and we can go ahead and solve. 3 plus negative 2, that must be 1, and 1 plus 3, that must be equal to 4. So we found our answer. The key again, work from left to right, simplify your negative symbols, and then make sure you're always adding before you get your answer. Our lesson practice will be on page 250. Make sure you've got your notes complete, and I'll see you during our next class.